Good evening, everyone. I'm sure there's been a time in your life to where you have had to study for a test, write a paper, complete an assignment, and also your daily tasks that you do every single day. I'm sure there are some of us that we set out a plan to do those and set out a certain amount of time every day to do those certain things. But I'm sure there's a lot of us, like myself, because I'm pretty guilty of this, that we procrastinate and wait until the last minute to get everything done, which can be bad and can really affect your life and make you really, really stressed. But procrastination really has taken over my life, especially my school life. I'm always waiting till the last minute to complete every single assignment or waiting till the last minute to get a certain thing done at work. And it's a really bad thing. But as I was researching, I was able to find reasons why people procrastinate. And I also use certain things that really help with my procrastination. According to Dr. Calda, there are several different reasons why people procrastinate. I'm going to list a few for you, but there's several more. But these are the things that really stuck out to me from her. A couple things are people are afraid of getting negative feedback. Negative feedback can be good because it can help you with your next assignment and help you do better for the next time, but it also can kind of bring you down, which can make you procrastinate and make you not want to do certain things, especially for if you get a bad grade in the class, for that next time, or if your teacher gives you bad feedback for the next assignment, you're probably going to keep putting it off and putting it off because they gave you negative feedback and things that you didn't want to hear. Another thing is a fear of failing. I'm guilty of that. I'm afraid of failing. I'm afraid of getting a bad grade on a paper or getting a bad grade on a test, which is probably why I wait until the last minute to study or I wait till the last minute to complete an assignment, which is very bad and puts a lot of stress on myself, but I'm very guilty of that. And the last thing I want to share with you is you probably have a lack of motivation. There's a lot of things I don't have motivation for, and that is for certain school subjects. I've never been good at English, so writing papers, I've always put writing papers off to the last minute, to the day before, even if it is a term paper, which can be very, very bad. But it's something that I do because I have a lack of motivation to do that. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that you have a lack of motivation to do certain things. But there are several different things that have helped me overcome that and have helped me with my procrastination. And I want to share with you a couple of those reasons. A couple of those things that I do is I set reminders for myself. I have an alarm clock on my phone to where I have like 10 different alarms set throughout the day saying, Brittany, it's time to do this. Brittany, it's time to do that. Okay, Brittany, it's time to go do your workout, or it's time to study for this test. Setting reminders for myself has helped me stay on track throughout my day to where I don't lose time at all. Time has always been a big thing for me to where I feel like there's not enough time in a day. But if you set yourself to do certain things at certain times, you will probably more likely complete almost all or most of what you wanted to. So setting reminders is something I really suggest. Also, I suggest using a 10-minute rule. Tell yourself you're only going to do this part of the assignment for 10 minutes, or tell yourself, you're only going to study for this test for 10 minutes. And usually after that 10 minutes, I always trick my mind to, keep going, Brittany, keep going. And that has always really helped me. It might not work for you, but maybe you need to lower that time. Maybe lowering that time, you're going to do this for 5 minutes will really help you. Also, removing distractions. The distractions can be really bad, especially if you're always glued to your phone like I am. I'm always on Facebook, I'm always on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter, or I'm watching TV all the time, which can be very bad, especially if you want to study for a test or get a paper written or just anything. So I really suggest removing distractions because that can, be very bad, especially if you're trying to get something done. And lastly, change your environment. Something that I do is I like to change up my environment. Like whenever I do an assignment, I like to, go do it outside. I like to enjoy the weather. I like to listen to birds chirp and hear the wind and just hear the different animals in the background. It really helps me and helps me, keep going, and it helps me stay motivated. And so, yeah, I really suggest, changing your environment. Get outside, do it somewhere else, go to a library, go to your car if you have to, do whatever you have to do to change your environment. All these things, they're not going to work for everyone, but they really do work for me. So from this speech, I hope that you were able to get, the reasons why people, procrastinate and different ways that could really help you with your procrastination if you do procrastinate. I hope you take one of these things and be like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to follow that 10-minute rule, or I'm going to, remove the distractions, change my environment. I'm going to pick one of those things to do and stick with it, and it can really help with your procrastination. It has helped me because I don't procrastinate as much anymore, and I have done better on assignments and setting better with my time management. So I really encourage you to take one of those and bring it into your everyday life. Because you're not gonna, time keeps rolling and you don't get that back. Like a quote from Benjamin Franklin, one of the founding fathers, one of my favorite quotes is that you may delay time, but time will not last and is never found again. Which means, time, you can't get time back. You can't stop time, but you can always do your assignments and set timers for yourself and follow those rules that I told you to follow. You can never get time back, but you can always manage your time, and you can always, get things done if you really set yourself out to do it. Thank you.